Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Star Wars Coffee, where in today's episode, we're going to be taking a look at Dave Filoni talking about Ahsoka in live action. That's today here on Star Wars Coffee. Dave Filoni has been making the rounds. He has been doing interviews for The Mandalorian. He's been in the Mandalorian gallery. He's been doing Clone Wars interviews. This guy never stops working. And we've been talking a lot about Dave Filoni lately because he's been making a lot of headlines talking about Star Wars. And he was asked on this Entertainment Tonight interview that he gave on May the 4th about Ahsoka appearing in live action. And we're going to take a look at his response. And then we're going to take a look at Rosario Dawson talking about it too. I'm going to play that right after I play Filoni's. And to preface this, I'll do all my talking now and then we'll just listen to the clips and then the video can be done. But Filoni is asked about it and the interviewer says that she knows he's not going to answer. Dave says, very good. And then she essentially asks the same question just in a different way anyway. To which then Dave goes, and talks about all of the ways that Ahsoka's grown as a character. Which is all true. Ahsoka has grown incredibly as a character. But remember, yes and no in Star Wars world. No means no, and anything other than no means yes. Because if it's no, they always say, oh, we have no plans for that, or etc. When it's yes, they never say yes, but they never say no, and they always just talk about the subject more broadly. So, Dave Filoni, essentially, to me, agrees with this and is confirming this as well. So, let's take a listen to Dave Filoni, and then we'll piggyback it with Rosario Dawson. So, may God bless you, and the Force be with you.
Speaking of Ahsoka, there are casting rumors. There are things percolating around.
Sure.
Whether it's happening or not, because I'm not stupid. I know you're not going to answer me.
Very good.
Do you want to see her in a live-action world? Do you think we're ready for that? Do you think that could happen?
You know, first of all, I think it's really, I've been asked this question about live action Ahsoka for a long time. I always see it as, wow, it's amazing how far we've come with the character. You know, to go from the Clone Wars movie where a lot of fans are like, what do you mean Anakin had a Padawan? Who is this kid and why is she talking back so much? Like, she's really transformed the fans' opinions and come into her own as a character. And for me, a successful character is one that, you know, you say Luke Skywalker, you all know how I mean. If I say King Arthur, you know how I mean. Frodo Baggins, you know, and they're just iconic characters. They were to me growing up, you know, and I think that a character like that, if you do a character well, they can live in any medium. It's just about telling stories. So if there's a good story and a good reason, then it could, you know, she could take shape or take form in any medium. She's been in comics, you know, I wanted to do the novel to see, like, you know, all the headlining Star Wars characters. You could write a book about Leia, it would do well. You could write a book about Han, it would do well. I'm like, well, let's see, can a book about Ahsoka do well? And it did. Yeah. Because she's just kind of reached that level. And so you never know. I mean, I think that the most important thing is there a good story? And how well can something be done? And there's a lot of considerations around that, I think. As there was bringing her into Rebels, you know, it's a different look, a different style. So you never know. I'm just really glad that people like the character enough to ask. So that's nice.
Great message. It's also impacted your work, I'm sure, your projects. And I have to ask, Mandalorian, has that been impacted at all? By this?
That's not confirmed yet, but when that happens, I will be very happy, and we will definitely.
It's not confirmed yet.
There's no confirmation, so I'm very excited for that to be confirmed at some point. It's a possibility. If it happens, I mean, this is to the fans 1,001%. And I'm hoping, and I'm not trying to be greedy, but if, you know, since we're talking about Star Wars and we're talking about fans, like fan casting, because if I get Mandalorian, it's 1,001% because of fans.
Oh, this is not confirmed
also the
yet.
Star Trek.
Oh.
Okay, that's it. I'm just putting it out there. Just the two universes, Star Trek and Star Wars. I get in those two, I'm telling you, man, that's it. I will just retire. And then I can just concentrate on going to school and running for office. That will be.
Okay, I see. So the order on the bucket list is that
Star Wars and Star Trek. That's it. That's the moment, and that's it.
Okay, let's take those in order. Let's take those in order then. Let's say Dave Filoni called you up and said, "Hey, Rosario, Ahsoka Tano." I mean,
and then I'd go.
There's fan art. I thought this was a done deal.
That I'd have to see it on FaceTime now these days. I'd have to see it live to like.
Oh, I'll tweet.
Someone just pranking me on the phone.
I'll tweet you some. There's definitely a lot of fan buzz over this.
If you enjoyed this episode, and frankly, even if you didn't, don't forget to subscribe.
Do it!
And if you want to help spread the word, please give this video a thumbs up and tell your friends to subscribe. Please check out the official Star Wars Coffee merchandise, and don't forget to check out all of the content playlists on this channel, including The Rise of Skywalker, The Mandalorian, and much more.